When they tell you to come and invest in real estate, many people usually think real estate is all about buying lands and building alone. Well, that is not the case. So I'll be telling you different kinds of investments you can go for. Number one is land. Land is a tangible asset you can physically possess. Owning a land provides you a sense of stability and security. Land is not subjected to depreciation like so many other assets, making it a valuable long-term investment. It does not depreciate, it always appreciates. The more the land is appreciating, the more your money is appreciating. This is just like tying down your money to appreciate over time. Two, off-plan property, off-plan investment rather. Off-plan investment is when you buy a property before it is completed or even constructed, and this investment usually offers potential benefits. Off-plan properties are usually sold at lower price. Developers are always selling a discount to attract early buyers. So when you invest in off-plan properties, you may secure a property at a more favorable price. It's potentially increasing your overall returns when the property is completed and its values appreciate. As the construction is going on, the property keeps increasing, and you as a smart investor, you already bought it at a lower price. Off-plan properties are potential for rental investment, short-let investment, or Airbnb, or even for residential purpose. Or you can even resell it at completed stage. Take for example, if you buy a property at off-plan for 50 million naira, for example, and it is completed within 12 to 18 months, depending on the delivery date the developer stated. So once this property is delivered, do you know how much you could be selling it? You could sell it for 100 million or upward, depending on the market price at the moment. Isn't that a good investment? So you can start buying like 2, 3, or 4 units, or even 10 units at off plan. And once it's completed, all you have to just sit down, sit back, relax, and start selling them one by one, or put it out for shortlet or Airbnb or a long-term rental, and your money is coming back in double. So another investment we're talking about is the rentals. So after you have buy your property, whether at off plan or at a completed, you bought a completed building, then you can put it out for rentals, whether a short-term rentals or a long-term rentals. So when you put it out for short-term rentals, you have the potential to earn higher income monthly. Imagine putting out your property, you are putting out your apartment for a shortlet for a night or a weekly basis. You earn more money monthly, especially if your apartment is in high demand area. Or you can even go for the long-term rentals where you earn your money yearly. So another investment we'll be talking about is the lease investment. So how does this goes? Lease investment is when you lease a property from the owner for an agreed period of time. Like you lease a property from the owner for an agreed period of time. Like you're going to be using that property for for a period of time. So in this situation, we're talking about a building or an apartment. So imagine you lease an apartment from the owner, and for an agreed period of time, it could be two years, it could be 3 years, it could be 10 years, it could be 20 years. So while this apartment is in your possession, you can use it for a lot of things. You can use it for residential purposes. You can live there for that period of time, and within this time you don't even have to pay for house rent. We know how house rent in Lagos is on the high side. So while you lease a property and you're living there, you can even have time to pay for other bills apart from house rent. So that's number one thing you can do with it. And another thing you can do with it is shortlet. Of course, you can put it out for a long time or a short term purposes. You'll be making back your money. You just sit back, relax, and you're making your returns on investment pending the period that you agreed with the owner. So once this period expires, the building or the apartment goes back to the owner. But by then, I assure you, you must have made a lot of returns on your investment. So we have these properties at our hands. If you want to lease properties for 10 years to 20 years, we have it at Boran Properties and Interiors. So another investment we'll be talking about is the real estate cashback cooperative scheme. How does this work? This is when you invest with a real estate company with some other investors, and the company takes your money to buy a landed property, and in 12 months they resell it back for you. You don't even have to look for a seller. They will resell it back for you, and you'll be getting your 30 to 35% dividend. Isn't that a good investment? That is a good investment. So all you have to do is invest in this scheme with just 500,000 naira only. You can start with a minimum of 500,000 naira. So in 12 months, you'll be getting your 30 to 35% dividend. This is just like you fixing your money in bank. And we all know if you fix your money in bank for 1 year, 12 months, you cannot get a 30 to 35% dividend. But in real estate, you can. So when you invest in real estate cashback cooperative, there are some certain documents you'll be issued the deed of agreement, the investment certificate, and also the post-dated check. So you can start with a minimum of 500,000 naira upward, and in 12 months you'll be getting your 30 to 35% dividend. So another investment you can do, we call it own to resell. Just like the previous one I explained that has to do with a company buying a landed property. In this platform, you get to share ownership of a property in one of our estates in BS2. You get to co-own a unit in one of our estates, and then the company sell it back to you for you. They will sell it for you, and you'll be getting a whooping 40% dividend on your investment. Isn't that a good investment? Imagine you investing with as low as 1 million naira. Yes, the minimum of 1 million naira, and you are getting 40% within 6 months to 12 months. If you put your money in bank for 6 months, you can't get a 40% dividend. So you can go on to resell within 6 to 12 months with a minimum of 1 million naira. When you invest in co-own to resell, you also be getting a certain document. You'll be issued the deed of agreement, the payment receipt, the posited check, and the insurance document. So what are you waiting for? This is a good investment. We have the shortlet co-ownership. With this platform, you get to co-own units of apartments with other investors, and this is mainly used for shortlets. The company is going to put out this unit for shortlets, and you'll be getting your dividend every 3 months. That's quarterly. This would gives you a 25 to 35% dividend every 3 months, and you can invest with this per investment with as low as 300,000 naira. 300,000 naira for one unit. You can go for as many units as you want. You can go for 5 units, 10 units. You'll be getting your money every 3 months. So with all said and done, with all these investments we've talked about, if you're interested in any of these investments, be sure to reach out to us at Boran Properties and Interiors. We are definitely going to help you from the beginning and to the end. As you know, we are your wealth partner. My name is Niniola. I remain your dedicated real estate expert, here to help you navigate Lagos hot property sector. Thank you.